It's an interesting thing. I'd like to ask you about it, actually. There are some things checked into Orchard Framework, which seems to belong to the JetBrains .annotations namespace somehow. And because nhibernate also have the same types in the same namespace,
Yep.
they conflict.
Yes.
And the only way I could get rid of that warning was to suppress it, but it doesn't seem kosher to have them checked, have them in both the same.
Okay, so that is unmuted. Sure. So the how we fixed that previously was by removing it from an Hibernate source code and compiling an Hibernate and using this custom build. This is what we used to do. Another solution would be for us to use a different namespace.
The namespace is how we fixed it for nhibernate last time.
Yes, and we could fix it once and for all if we use a custom namespace in our solution instead of using JetBrains namespace.
But if we use our custom namespace, then I think Resharp is not going to recognize the attributes.
Yeah, well, it picks them up already. It's quite intelligent that way, I think.
Really?
It worked last time.
Well, changing the ones in nhibernate, yes, because that one we have the binary for.
We can also remove them, all of them.
Yeah, can we remove them? That would
because
be
we don't use that.
What are they for anyway? These?
They were for Resharper to say, hey, you're not using this reference or this class.
The K runtime uses them though, Sebastian. So why would we get rid of them?
Let me talk with them because they told me about last year what we should do to fix these conflicts, and it was kind of easy. So I will ask them what they did. So this is suppressing the warning, and that's fine. Okay, I didn't know you could do that in a project. Can you also do the same thing for the dependencies?
No, because those are MS build warnings.
Yeah, and the guy confirmed that it should be a Boolean.
Oh, okay, so it didn't work
at the project level.
Yeah, that didn't work. So I fixed them the hard way now.
Yes. Made casing of web config file consistent. Are you sure you want to leave this page? Blah blah blah. Move.
By the way, that commit, the casing of web config. You know what I had to? It was interesting. What I had to do to get that to work. I had to change the settings of my Git repo to be case sensitive, and then rename them, and then commit, and then change the setting back. Otherwise, Git wouldn't pick up the file name.
Did you change the template also?
For code
generation?
gen?
Yes.
No.
Should, because then next, same issue. Okay, this is just moving. Fixed upgrade module to use proper project and remove unusual namespace. Project type, okay, and removed unused, okay. Fine. Cleaning. Ooh, no. Wait. Project type grids 349 FA. For 9 FAE, okay.
Yeah, that sounds legit. It's a web project with, so it looks okay.
But this you don't care. Content browser show all this. Okay. This is a pull request. It's like my screen is out of sync. I don't see who's typing. Was it Daniel? Nope. That's weird. Even Piotr, I don't see Piotr and I heard him. That's weird. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just muted a few people for you because I know that you can't see them.
Why can't I see them? I don't know.
Because I'm better than you, so it's
Maybe. Okay, this is for the deterministic way of executing filters. It's fine. We check this on Thursday. Then on Thursday we made 2 branches, 1.8.2 int and 1.9 int, which are the stable branches, and only approved changes go on these branches. So this is one of them, fixing the cache. This is one of them, fixing Angular RDI when it's minimized. This was not one of them, but I trust Sipke to fix the merges we did. And this is one of them, which is moving some implementation in the framework. Okay, typo in a comment. Okay, and one I don't see, Daniel.
Yeah.
Is?
Remind me.
The menu.
Oh, you mean the UI? Yeah. You didn't want that for the release anyway, so I figured I'd just hang loose.
I didn't remember what I wanted. Okay, and this is Bertrand playing with merging from merging and remerging again, and fixing the test and reverting the merge. Interesting. Little small changes from Bertrand all the time.
It's Daniel's fault actually.
Oh.
What did I do?
Oh, the web config.
Yeah, you changed the casing on web config, and that wreaked havoc with my my merges because Git got confused about casing actually being files being deleted. And how's the sound? How do I sound?
Good. You have a headset today?
Yeah.
There is no echo. Beautiful.
Yeah. See?
You can talk to us again now. Good. Okay, that's it. On Thursday, we'll do some good triaging because people mentioning breaking changes in 1.x. We need to take them in integration. And the plan is that once integration is stable enough and everyone is using it in prod, then we'll release 1.9. Nobody complained about 1.8.2, but we were very, very confident with all the changes we applied there, so that's fine. And by the way, we also need to merge 1.8.2 int to 1.9 int at some point also. Good. Any question on the?
Yeah. What's the filter provider order about?
The issue is that when we moved to a new way of registering filters with MVC 5.2, it lost the order of registration. And the order has to be deterministic using the dependencies between the modules. This was the case before. So now the idea is that when it's registered, where is that? Here. Boom. So it's returning the list of filters ordered by a specific index.
Mm-hmm. Would this apply to the output cache filter?
Sure.
Good, because I had someone ask me how he had his own filter that somehow executed after the output cache filter, and he was asking how could he make it execute before.
Then
so I
it
guess
depends.
Set a dependency.
Yes,
Okay.
on the cache, and then boom.
Wonderful.
Yep. There is dependency and then priorities. There is a priority property in all the manifests that is not defined by default, but then you can define priorities and features. Yeah. And I think they have the same issue for filters in, well, they used to have the same issue. I don't know if it's fixed in MVC, ASP.NET 5. You know, all these provider-based things like they do now, like in Orchard, they have the same issues. How do we define which is first, which is second? So, yep. I don't know if they fixed that yet. Good. Okay, questions? So today is U3 10. With status / release. By the way, we need to update the roadmap on the website with the new features and status of features. Demos. Who's there for demos? I don't even see everyone. Nobody? Good. No demos. Not on my side either. So I did something. So this is what you saw here. You know, this MSC, which means Microsoft Communities. So this is the weblogs ASP.NET changes, and there is a new module in this thing, which is might be interesting, not in core, but if some people care, the module is a blog import, so you can define a blog to reflect an RSS feed. The idea being that you might, yes, this is weblogs ASP.NET. Let's say this blog, you want your blog to be on weblogs ASP.NET, but your official one has already an RSS feed somewhere else. So you could create a blog here which will pull all the posts from another feed. So you could have some visibility on this blog, even though you have your official domain somewhere else. That's the idea. So the module does that, just to let people know if they're interested. That's it. So no demo. What else? Release done. New website. I don't know if any. Oh yes, this one. So I don't think Ryan is here today on the call. I asked him, but he couldn't join last week. So Ryan Drew Burnett released a new version of ShowOrchard.com a few weeks ago. This is this one, and he tweeted also about people who would like to, yes, you see Show Orchard on the hunt for some of the best Orchard CMS sites. Do you have any in mind? So he's redone the website and added new examples. It's nice. Same thing, cat taxonomies and screenshots. So if I click on this one, see end comments, discuss comments, the site URL, Office 365, lots of Office websites on Orchard, and the link goes to the website. So if you want to take a look or share the site, that's good. It's nice. I like the design. And he's looking for a good example. He focuses on design, I assume. Well, not really.
How mean you are.
No, I'm not mean, sorry. No, it's a very useful website. It's not the most beautiful website, okay? Compared to the other ones. Works fine. Cool. I can see. Yeah, it works well. That's nice. That is gallery on the main page. Okay. What else? What did I miss on the feed here? Nice article from Daniel about the changes in output cache.
Thank you.
That's it. Yeah, and what's the name of this new property? The fuck, what is this? Oh, stuff you added and I didn't understand. The time, the delay.
What, the grace time?
Grace time, yes. A good explanation about the grace time. I like your 3 bullet points, the solutions to fix the issue and what you implemented. So it's very interesting. What else? Favorite part of 1.9 test drive today is dynamic forms. Huge improvement, good work, Sipke. What is that? Bug. Bertrand, you want to talk about this one? Can we remove the TypeScript requirement?
Yeah. So the problem here is that apparently, if you don't have TypeScript, the TypeScript SDK installed on your machine, you can't build Orchard, which is a first because from the start we've only required ASP.NET MVC. So that's inconvenient, and I don't know how we can fix it, but we should.
I think we can fix it by marking the TypeScript files in the the Azure Media Services module with build action none. I think we'd done that before. Maybe you've done it, Sebastian, once.
Yes, yes, because it was ring me also TypeScript compile. I've done that just.
What will happen to people who actually need to make a change in the TypeScript and do have the SDK installed?
So I think what I did was in the tools I was saying don't build TypeScript or something like that, because it was actually failing the build because there was an issue in the TypeScript, and because it's building, all build issues were blocking the.
So there isn't a version of TypeScript that we can actually deploy as a lib dependency and use.
Yeah, we could. I'm sure we could have it in the lib, maybe.
We could use something like Grunt or Gulp to incorporate it into the build process.
I'm pretty sure that's possible, because otherwise that means that you have second-class citizens of the Orchard ecosystem who can't compile the whole application. They can sort of compile it, but there is this area that they can't, unless they have Visual Studio and the SDK. So
yes, I think I had to install TypeScript and the latest one, the 1.4, explicitly, and it also breaks RCI right now. I've asked CodeBetter to install 1.4 because it's breaking the CI, and they said yes, but it's not yet done. So if we could have a solution like embedded binaries that we could run during the build, and not the build like the standard build, but maybe just the full build. And if you have the tooling, good for you. If you want to work with that and to update the files. Otherwise, it should just work. The other solution being that not adding the TypeScript files directly in the solution, but
so I opened a bug about that. I mentioned that I would consider that a ship stopper. Not necessarily, actually, because the the old version wouldn't require the TypeScript SDK, obviously, but the source code would. So.
Mhm.
Excluding the TS files from the solution would make it very cumbersome to maintain them. So it would be better if they could be there and you could use them if you have the tooling, but you can still build it if you don't. We could make that work.
It's even worse. It would give the message that if you want to modify that stuff, you should modify the JS files, whereas that's clearly not the case.
Yeah.
So at least not this TypeScript compile, but you could right-click and say compile.
Yeah, or you could have a grunt file in the project that does the compilation for you.
And we include grunt as part of the lib.
Yeah, guess so.
Okay, we need a Okay, let's do that at least.
So hold on. If we distribute grunt as part of Orchard, does it mean that we also distribute Node?
We have to.
Well,
that's hilarious. You want to deploy decent CMS with it? While you're at it?
That's
and
good.
I don't think we couldn't deploy Node as part of the build anyway. People would have to install it. So maybe that's not so good.
I don't know.
So just not remove the attribute, the build action on the TS files. And if you have the tooling to build them, you just right-click and say compile. It's manual, it's automatic.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of having a grunt file. It doesn't necessarily mean that we need to deploy grunt. I mean, it's the same thing. People who have the SDK will be able to do right-click and build, and people who have grunt will be able to grunt it.
Maybe it can also be downloading dynamically on build.
Download what?
The binaries.
But why do we want that? Because we do include the JS files, so it's only when you make a change to the TypeScript file that you even want to compile them again.
Okay, so do we agree then about removing the build action and just using the local tooling to build them?
Yeah, but then we would also have to remove the TypeScript elements from the project file.
Okay.
Those are what's breaking the build now, I think, the CI build.
Mm-hmm. So do that.
Okay.
Can you?
Yeah, I think that works, but we should have a way to build with just the command line without Visual Studio. So maybe that's the grunt option.
To build the TS files, you mean? Or to compile them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should be able to build all of Orchard.
Yeah, but this is...
But it's not really
so.
building because the JS files are there checked in also, and those are already built. So you mean if you want to make changes to the TypeScript files? And
actually that's an interesting remark that you're making here. Should we deploy the JS files? No, I mean, should we include the JS files in the source code, or should we consider those as we consider DLLs?
Well, our thinking when we included both was that people wouldn't have to have TypeScript. So the result of the compilation.
But that didn't work so well, apparently.
No, but that was the philosophy anyway. That's why we included them, because we didn't want to view the JavaScript files as something that you would have to compile in order to run the thing.
I think source code should have the TS file and the JS files, and the deployment should just have the JS files. Same thing for less.
Deployment have only JS. The same way we don't deploy CS files.
Yep, and same thing for less CSS. The source code will have the less and the CSS files, and the deployment just the CSS. And we don't rely on build tooling. We just rely on local tooling if people want to edit those CS files and those less files. For now.
I think that works.
Yeah.
It works as long as there is a way one of the options for the tooling is a command line option.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And we could later provide this command line tooling if people want.
Sure. Okay.
If we do this, maybe we should also change it so that we compile it down to one JS file for that module rather than like 20 of them.
Yes, it will be better. That one and maybe other one. This one, yes, because this one requires everything. The other ones have custom resources.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I'm sure, has only one resource manifest. I'm not sure if it has a manifest at all. I'm not sure. I don't know where it is. I don't see any manifest. Okay.
It doesn't provide these scripts to any other modules. It just uses them internally.
Okay. Good. So, boom. Um, 10 votes already. Okay, let me open it with Chrome. Active high 1. It's also in 1.8. So I'm putting it in 1.8. And the ID is. Mm-hmm.
Is the 1.8 release public? Because I'm not sure it's visible for everyone in that dropdown. Is it already public?
I'll check, but I think so.
Okay.
Remove the build action on the TS and TS files. Include only JS files in the released bits. Client tooling will be used to edit TS files. Done. Submit. Where is that thing? Downloads. One. Planning. 18x. How do I know if it's public or not? Edit. Public. Yep. Okay. So this was following the feed module from Peter Kidding about Active Directory authorization, authentication. I don't think it's Azure Active Directory, just Active Directory. Messing around, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you see, make sure you have TypeScript SDK. And the CI also will benefit from that. So the article from Daniel. And this was for the branch for 1.9. Okay, that's it on social feed here. Questions, topics? Harvest. So I think, Bertrand, tell me if I'm wrong, I think Ilan doesn't have any time left to work on Harvest. That's what I think I understood from some emails.
I don't know, I haven't heard from him.
That was an email between you and me, Sebastian. You, me,
Okay.
and
Does he have time to answer to email about Harvest?
Well,
he's a bit undecided at the moment, so
yeah.
I'll forward the email on to you, Bertrand. Okay.
Okay.
Why Bertrand? Not why the committee.
Have you got an email for? Oh, I forward it on to everyone then if you want, or you can forward it on.
Good point.
Yes, just the update on the so same open questions. Where and when? Who was the guy, Nick, who asked? It was from the Move company, MOV.
You mean the guys who said that they would consider helping to host
Yes.
Harvey?
Yes.
Yeah, that was another one as well. They were in Brighton, maybe.
Brighton. Brighton is London, isn't it?
No. Well, yeah, help host in London, but I think they're from Brighton or the New Forest, somewhere around there. The company's not called Brighton.
No. I mean, I think it's Move something.
Oh yeah, those guys. Yeah, I thought they were in Brighton.
Fine. Move. Yeah. Yeah, that might be a solution. So we'll try to. So date is we are March. If it's in June, we should hurry now to define the location, and 2 months is fine. That's what we do usually. So we have still 1 month to decide where and when. And then we can do that. Let's raise the issue this week and try to make a decision on where and when. London being, I think, the top one right now, but it's kind of expensive. So Spain is also good. We have some people also who asked to help in Spain.
Somebody wanted to host us in Tehran. Told me on Twitter.
What country is that?
Iran.
Yeah. The issue, if we go to Iran, we are not sure we can come back to the States.
No, you can't. They have to fly in a team of actors and directors to produce a fake movie to just get you out.
So,
I'll go to Cuba. Cuba's open to US citizens.
Another idea, honestly, if it has to be expensive like London, let's do it on an island with
palm trees and pina coladas?
Correct.
I like it.
Because some people then will okay, let's go take some vacation and also go at a conference. That's cool. Yeah. That's what actually the boss of my boss suggested. Well, suggest every year. Like when do you do it in a very paradisiac island? So yeah, Hawaii is too far away from Europe. An island between in the Atlantic, or I don't know, would be easier. One day, okay, that might be a solution. Okay, let's. I try to make things progress. On this topic. What else? Release is done.
When can you share more about what you're working on?
I can't. When it's public. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
What about for NDA people?
If you're NDA, you can know. Are you?
Oh, yes.
So let me tell you.
Sure. mute everyone else.
No, yeah. Bertrand knows. I think he has an ID because he's under NDA. He was at the local conferences here. But that's it. Yeah, later.
Okay.
You are annoyed, I tell you. Yep. That's it. If there is nothing else, we'll cut it short. I don't even see who's there in the meeting right now. No Europeans, actually, I'm sure, so. Okay. No other topic? Good. Then we'll talk again on Thursday for triaging for the release. And hopefully with some update on the harvest. Good?
Good.
See you on Thursday. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thanks.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye.
Benedek was here.
Yes, greetings from Europe, actually.
I don't see anyone. It's crazy. Okay, bye.
Bye.